Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Expression Session. This space is a channel that I have curated to talk about things that I think are important. I just want to share loving wisdom. I just want to help this world change in love. So this channel is a place for truth, love, and clarity, where I share messages and reflections meant to awaken and uplift and to bring us back to what's real, remembering who we really are. My intention here is simple: to speak from the heart and hold space for what's sacred in our lives. I've been on my own journey of unlearning and rewiring, and I felt called to create this channel to share that process with you, not because I have all the answers, but because I know how powerful it is to walk this road together. Here you'll find honesty, compassion, and reminders of your own power. If you'd like to support this channel, there's links below where you can donate. It's never expected, always appreciated. But what matters most is that you're here. Before we go further, I want to set the tone. This space is a safe place. Everything I share comes from love, from pure intentions. I'm not here to argue or convince otherwise. I'm here to invite you into a frequency of love, clarity, and freedom. That's the lens I speak through, and I ask you to listen from the same space. Because here's what I've realized. When we live in fear or inside limiting beliefs, words can get twisted. A message meant to liberate can feel like a threat. A truth spoken in love can sound harsh to ears, still tuned to fear. So while you're here, soften, lean in with love, and listen for the heart underneath the words. Because on the level of fear, things get distorted. But on the level of love, things get clear. My intention is only to bring clarity, peace, and empowerment. We're going to be reclaiming control. So much of what we believe about ourselves is learned, handed down, conditioned, repeated so often that it becomes automatic. But here's the truth. You have more control than you were ever taught. When you notice patterns, overthinking, procrastination, fear, that doesn't mean it's who you are. It means that's what your brain has practiced. And anything practiced can be unpracticed. Anything written can be rewritten. Your brain is not fixed. It's flexible, alive, changing. And you can reclaim authorship of your own mind. And when you do, everything shifts. Let's talk about something sensitive but important. Anxiety, ADHD, depression. These are labels. They describe patterns of thoughts and behaviors, but they don't define you. When you accept labels as identities, we lose power. We believe our wiring is broken, but these conditions are not permanent prisons. They are signals, learned responses, and they can be unlearned. You don't have to live in those boxes. You are more powerful than the labels placed on you. You are not your racing thoughts. You are not the fear. You are not the distraction. You are something deeper. And when you align with that, you take back your life. Renaming my brain was one of the things that changed everything. For what this was, I renamed my brain, and though that might sound strange, it gave me space to see my brain as separate from my soul. I could say, hey, you're not going there today. We're not replaying that story, or we're not letting negativity take the wheel. Naming it made it easier to redirect it. Over time, my brain learned. It quieted down. I started following my lead instead of dragging me around. And you can do this too. Give your brain a name. Speak to it. Be its teacher. Don't let it be the boss of you. Don't let it boss you around. What we consume, we become. I also realized I couldn't change my thoughts. I couldn't just change my thoughts. I had to change what I was feeding my mind. That meant no more negativity, no more negative music, no more negative. So no more lyrics that kept me stuck in pain or anger. Music is programming. And so I refused to program myself against myself. So I started choosing songs that lifted me, that reminded me of peace, love, and power. The difference was huge. My mood, my energy, my outlook shifted. It's the same with TV, conversation, social media. Everything you consume either reinforces the old patterns or it helps you step into new ones. And when you choose better, your life reflects it back. So that's what I want to share today. You have more control than you think. Labels don't define you. You can train your brain, and what you feed yourself matters deeply. Above all, this is a safe place where what I share here comes from love and pure intentions. Even if truth feels uncomfortable, know it's rooted in love. So why must we change? I realized something important. This isn't about me. The world doesn't have to live in fear. It doesn't have to settle for depression, hopelessness, or numbness. Life wasn't meant for that. I want to inspire change, not just for myself, but for everyone. Because when we break free from fear, when we step into courage, when we reclaim joy and presence, that energy spreads. It affects every person, every moment, every space. We all deserve a life that feels alive, vibrant, and full of possibility. And that's why I show up, to remind us to ignite that spark and to stand for the change the world needs. This channel is about remembering your power, breaking free from programming, living in peace, purpose, and truth. If this resonated, I'd love for you to stay connected. So if this message spoke to you, stay connected. And most of all, keep leaning into love. Because that's what carries us through. Thank you for listening from love. Until next time, be well, be in peace. Subscribe and share. And if you felt led, there's a link to support the channel and more. Thank you.